Hey guys, today we're talking about how to be a great soccer parent. So let's go. So I got a little something different for you guys today. I know you're normally used to soccer techniques, soccer tactics, especially at the youth level on this channel, but today I'm going to go over my do's and don'ts for being a great soccer parent and having your kid get the best experience they can. Quick disclaimer, guys, I'm a soccer parent. I've made a lot of these mistakes myself and learned a lot from them. Number one is don't coach from the sideline. There's several reasons for this. Number one, you don't really know what the coach has told your player and what they've been working on in practice. And if your player is listening to you on the sideline and the coach, they're always going to listen to you first. This hurts the team and it hurts your player. More importantly, every time you tell your player what to do, it takes a chance for them to make a decision and either succeed or fail away. And that's how you learn. Your players are not going to get better if you keep telling them to pass the ball over here or run over there, defend here, do this. Don't coach from the sidelines. So from the sideline, guys, do encourage your player. Let them know they're doing a good job. Cheer them on, clap, be positive. You definitely don't have to be quiet from the sideline or keep your mouth shut or anything like that. This is a big one, guys. Don't yell at the referees. In fact, don't even talk to the referees. That is the job of the coach. That's not your job. One of the things that parents in particular don't understand is that very likely the referee is at the level that your player's at. So if your player is a U10 who's playing a youth soccer game, you're going to get that level of referee. Do not expect them to make every call. Do not expect them to see everything that you're seeing. Sometimes these are single person referees who have no assistant referees with them. A lot of times these are kids, high schoolers, people just looking to make a little extra money, sometimes people who are retired. Never, ever yell at a referee. This one goes along with the engaging referees. Do not engage the other team. Do not engage or talk about the other team's players. Do not engage or talk to the other team's coach. And do not engage the other team's players. Unless there is some kind of player safety issue that might be going on, which would be extremely rare, do not engage the other team. Only bad things can happen. Another one, guys, don't openly criticize the coach in front of your player. This sets a very bad precedence to where you are talking negatively about the coach. Your player may start thinking negatively about the coach, and that impacts the team. If you want to have private conversations between parents, that's all well and good. Remember, you're not the coach, so maybe you disagree, something's being done tactically. There's a way to do that and engage with the coach, but do not talk negatively about the coach in front of your player. Do, however, engage your coach. There's a very good way of doing this if you have concerns or questions. Coaches usually enjoy having conversations about their players with parents, talking about ways they can improve, things that they do very well, and it gives an opportunity too for the coach to necessarily explain what they're trying to do, whether you agree with it or not. Also, do wait 24 hours before having a conversation with the coach about a particular game. When the emotions are high and you just finished maybe a really intense game, you don't want to have that conversation then. You want to let things simmer down. You want to let yourself think about things for at least 24 hours before contacting the coach. This one goes along with not being negative about the coach in front of your players. Similarly, do not criticize other players on the team in front of your player. If you talk negatively about another player on your son or daughter's team, just think what they might be thinking you're saying about them when they're not around. So this might be one of the biggest ones, guys. Do not evaluate your player's performance directly after the game. This is sometimes known as the dreaded car ride home or the backseat inquisition. The last thing a player wants to do, especially if they've had a tough game, is hear from their parents how poor their performance was. You don't need to engage them in that discussion right after the game. In fact, you might not even have to do that at all. One thing you can do, maybe later in the day, maybe the next day, ask them if they want to talk about the game and let them decide. One of the things that drives players out of sports in general, not just soccer, is having to get criticized directly after a game every single time. This creates a really negative feedback loop for players and takes the joy out of the game. On the other hand, guys, definitely do praise the effort of your player after every game. So even if your player maybe has had a rough game or didn't play well, always applaud the effort if it's there, because that's the one thing that your player can always control is the level of effort that they give. Tell them, man, you worked so hard out there, great stuff. Or I really was proud of the effort you gave today. Another real common one, guys, don't compare your player to others. Some kids are going to be faster. Some kids are going to be more athletic. Some kids are going to develop faster than others. Don't demand perfection and don't compare what your son or daughter is doing to others. Compare it to themselves. Are they developing? Are they getting better? Are they working hard to get better? That's the comparison that has to be made. When it comes to extra training, don't force it. Some kids are going to want to do more. Some kids are going to want to do less. Some kids want to train 3 days a week. Some kids want to train 2 days a week. Listen to your player and what they're looking for. Because at the end of the day, it has to be fun and it has to be enjoyable for them. Lastly, guys, just don't ruin it for them. We have so many situations in youth sports now where there's so much pressure put on the kids and it becomes a negative experience. Remember, they're not going to be kids forever and you're not going to be watching them play sports forever. So enjoy this experience for them, enjoy this experience for you, and at the end of the day, everybody will be happier for it. If you guys have any additional do's and don'ts, feel free to put them in the comment section, and thanks for watching.